All right, Kohala Yahweh, Bahoshem, Yahweh Shai, Bahoshem, Rakaha Kwadash. All right, double honors to my elders, apostles, and the bishops of GMS, or Great Millstone. This is where I have learned this truth, and this is where I am going to continue learning this truth, Lord willing. All right, and also shalom to the remnant and the elect of Israel. Lord willing, I'm of that number. All right, so this is just going to be touching on Revelation 13, verse 16 and 17. We're just going to go through this Strong's Concordance and look up these words. All right, we're going to look up some words from there and just go through this real simple and plain. All right, and speak about what this prophecy speaks of. All right, so first, let's go ahead and go to Revelation 13. All right, verse 16. It reads, "And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads." All right, so this he is the wicked. All right, that causeth all. Let's look that up really quick. Or he causeth. So let's see. So these first pages are in alphabetical order. So if you're looking for a word, you're going to look these up in alphabetical order. So I'm going to do a couple things. First, I'm going to look up causeth. Okay, causeth. Okay, I found causeth. Okay, so there are three so you find the word, and then there are three columns under that word. There's a little excerpt from the verse that it's in to make sure that you are in the right verse. Then to go further, making sure that you're on the right verse, that middle column shows the book, chapter, and verse. And then the right-hand column shows the code for the word that you are looking up. All right. So what we're doing is we're looking for causeth in the context of Revelation chapter 13 and verse 16. So we find it here on page 100. All right, Revelation. We look on the middle column. Well, it starts out saying, it says, and see, all right, the letter C for causeth, and see all, both small and great. That's a little excerpt it gives from the verse that we are looking for. All right. Further, in the middle column, to make sure, all right, it shows you the verse. Revelation 13 and 16. All right. So what is important now is to find the code for that word. It is 4160. Now, that verse is in the New Testament. Okay. So we look all the way in the back in the Greek section of this book. All right. If it was in the Old Testament, we would look in the Hebrew section of this book. And you can see the sections up here. There's little tabs at the top. Now, if you can see this black tab at the top of the page, all right, right here where my finger is, all right, Hebrew. All right, but since this is a New Testament word, all right, we're going to look back in the Greek. If you can see here by my thumb, the Greek. I don't know if you can read it, but all right, go get this and then you can look and see yourself. what I mean. So now that we are in the Greek section of the book, we're looking for the code 4160. So we are no longer looking for page number. We're looking for the codes. At the top of the page, you will see the page number. You will see also that we are in the Greek section of this book. And then over here next to the words, you will find the codes. All right, we are looking for code 4160. All right, so let's go ahead and look. Now, I haven't said this in a while either. It is not a question of if the truth holds up to the translation. It is if the translation holds up to the truth. All these things can go off. That's what's important about the Spirit. All right, that's what's important about men, the Lord's men, guiding you. Okay? As a matter of fact, well, I'll just wait. I'll wait on that. So, 4160. All right, 4160. The entry here is poieo. All right, poieo. All right, it says to make. All right, now down here at the bottom, it says poieo as a verb means to make, to do. Okay. To cause. All right. To make, to do. So, how will he make all? How will he cause all to receive this mark? Is because the earth was given into his hand. All right, you can find that in Job 9:24. Let's go ahead and go back and read this. All right, Job. Turned right here. Well, almost. One more page. This is Job chapter 9 and verse 24. It reads, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. All right, who can give the earth to whom he wants? The Almighty. All right. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. All right, to show who these people are. Everything is dying on this earth. Everything is about death. Okay. Again, Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. All right, it gives you a clue on who these people are. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? All right, who changed these images? If you take the name of what the world believes the name of the Messiah is, all right, you take that image and you hold it up to the description of the Messiah, Yahweh Shai, all right, it doesn't match. It does not match. So if they lie about the image, they would lie about the name, especially knowing that the names of the Lord and Savior are strong towers. Let me get that really quick. Let me get this really quick. All right, Proverbs 18:10. Proverbs 18:10. The name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous runneth into it and is safe. Okay? The name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous runneth into it and is safe. So one of the first things that they separate you from and try to keep you from is his name. Okay? And they get you away from that even with lying about the image. All right? You have to fight through searching out the image, and then most people won't even think about the name after that. So they lie about the image and the name. Now let's go to Ecclesiastes 1:9 really quick. Hold on a second. All right, let's go. Ecclesiastes 1:9. It is the thing that hath been, it is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done, and there is no new thing under the sun. All right, so these people have done this before, man. These people have done this before. So let's do. We're gonna look in this apocrypha just to get this example. Hold on a minute. I'm pretty sure this is in the Maccabees. Yeah, hold on a second. Hold on a second. All right, so since things happen over and over again, in the Apocrypha, in First Maccabees, three. All right. So the condition of Jerusalem, or the people, all right, the Israelites, are the same as back here in Maccabees 3 and starting at 45. It says, now Jerusalem lay void as a wilderness. There was none of her children that went in or out. The sanctuary also was trodden down, and aliens kept the stronghold. The heathen had their habitation in that place, and joy was taken from Jacob, and the pipe with the harp ceased. Wherefore the Israelites assembled themselves together and came to Maspha over against Jerusalem. For in Maspha was the place where they prayed aforetime in Israel. Then they fasted that day and put on sackcloth and cast ashes upon their heads and rent their clothes. They were in mourning for the condition of Jerusalem and his people. All right. All right, again, 47 with the point being in 48. They fasted. It says, then that day they fasted and put on sackcloth and cast ashes upon their heads and rent their clothes and laid open the book of the law wherein the heathen had sought to paint the likeness of their images. All right, I told you in Ecclesiastes 1:9. It says, the thing that hath been, it is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done. And there is no new thing under the sun, all right? So they paint their images in here. All right, that goes back with what we read here in Job 9:24. All right, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, who and where is he? All right, this is who would do things like this. This is who did this. All right, so that is that he that it speaks of in Revelation 13 and 16. Okay, and the causeth all. All right, he's going to cause all because he has the power to. All right, let me read that again. And he causeth all, this is Revelation 13 and 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. So now we're going to look up the word mark in the context of Revelation 13 and 16. Okay. So we find the word mark again in these alphabetical order pages up front. Okay. We go to the middle column, or we read the little part of the little excerpt from the verse, which is, let me see, all right, it says to receive a M in their right hand, and that M stands for mark. Again, to make sure, the middle column it says Revelation 13 and 16. So that code is 5480. And this is a New Testament verse, so we're going to the Greek. Okay, 5480, right? Yep, 5480 in the Greek. We turn to the Greek section. And we look for 5480. And that word is charagma. Charagma. All right, charagma. Okay, a scratch or etching, i.e., stamp, as a badge of servitude. Okay, as a badge of servitude. Okay, so when you receive this mark, you are receiving a badge of servitude. If you had the Blue Letter app to go into this phone, it would further say that it was a badge of the followers of the Antichrist, all right, or anti-Messiah, all right. So let's go back to Revelation 13 and 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark, all right, that charagma, that badge. All right, thanks, man. That badge of servitude, all right, the badge of the followers of the Antichrist, all right. He's going to cause you to receive it. Now let's go back and read. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. All right, he's going to cause you to receive this badge, all right, that shows you that you follow the wicked. All right. All right. Don't let the right hand fool you off. That goes back to power hand. Let me see if this is in here. I'm going to look up right. All right, the word right. There's a lot of entries in here. So I'm going to go straight to that middle column and look for Revelation 13 and 16. Oh, and I didn't mention that these scriptures are in order. So you can look, it has the books in order, the books and the chapters. So it's easier for me to find the book, chapter, verse rather than to read through the scriptures that they are in. All right, that the words are in. So let's jump to Revelation 13 and 16. Found it. And the little excerpt from it reads, to receive a mark in their R hand. All right, R for right. And the code that is giving is 1188. All right, so we turn again to the Greek section, and we're looking for 1188. One page away, okay. 1188. All right, it says Dexios. It says from 1209, the right side, or what does that mean from 1209? Let's look this up really quick. It says taking with the hand, taking hold, receiving. All right, this isn't really what I was looking for. I was looking for maybe it shows it if you go further in the blue letter. But what it means is your power hand. All right, like the Lord, all right, Yahweh, all right. The Messiah is his right hand, all right, power hand. Okay. I'm gonna have to look that up more. Actually, let me check this really quick. Let me see. Yeah, let me go to this Blue Letter app. Okay. Does that say that in here? Let me see. What was that? 1188. Why was that 1209? Let me see something really quick. Hmm. Let me look something else up really quick. 2983. Yeah, there it is right there. Huh. Well, maybe. I don't know. I'm gonna just read to you from this Blue Letter app. All right. It says so even in here, the 1188 is Dexios. Dexios. All right, that's the code that we receive from the word right, as in as far as Revelation 13 and verse 16 goes. Dexios. All right, here in the blue letter, let's do this so you can read it, or so you can hear it.
Strong's G 1188, Dexios. Dexios.
All right, Dexios. And it does give a root word on here. And it is 1209, like I went to in here. All right, so it says the right hand. The right hand, all right? It says down here in Strong's definition, though. Strong's definition of Dexios, the right side or feminine hand as that which usually takes. Right hand side. The thing is, as that which usually takes. Okay? So the one that you use doesn't have to be the right hand, is what I'm getting at. You get this thing in you anywhere. All right? In any hand, it's over. All right, the root word, it says take with the hand. All right, take hold of. To take up, receive. All right. To receive of the thing offered. Hmm. To receive, i.e., to take up oneself, sustain, bear, endure. So if you bear the mark of the beast, man, that's it. But I was trying to find in here. I know that I read it someplace where it went back to power, your power hand. And I thought that this. All right, let me see. Let me look at 1209 again. So I thought I read power in here someplace. Power. How did I get to 2000? I was looking at the 2000s. Anyway, it goes back to power. I'm gonna have to read up and find where that is. But it doesn't have to mean, or it doesn't mean your right hand. If you get it on your left hand, it's still over. All right, as in that which usually takes. All right, your power hand. Let me see what this is. All right, I'm gonna have to find this. I'm gonna have to find that. Let me check one word really quick. Oh, and is in there. You know, like here's a worldly saying. Your right hand man. Does that mean he's on your right hand side? All right, that's it's your power hand. Okay, if you're left-handed, it's gonna be my power hand. If you're right-handed, it's gonna be my power hand. So don't let that right hand throw you off. Okay, and that word forehead goes back to metopon, or the space between the eyes. All right, the forehead. Let's go ahead and get that really quick.
Strong's G 3359. Metopon. Metopon.
All right. It says the space between the eyes, the forehead. Strong's definition of metopon. It says the forehead as opposite the countenance. The forehead. Okay. All right. So we know this charagma to be the micro C hip, or the RFID C hip. As a matter of fact, that's the technology. All right. The technology is not a sin in itself, but it's taking this thing. All right. Taking this thing, receiving it, which is a sin. Okay. The receiving of this thing, all right, is the sin itself. All right. The technology is not. All right. Your hands, having hands aren't a sin. That's what you put your hand to. Okay. The technology is not the sin. It's going into the hand. You receiving this. All right. You using your power hand to receive this thing. All right. Coming into one, being one with the wicked. All right. You're in agreement with. Okay. Even when people make deals, they shake hands. You know, you using your hand to come together with this man, receiving this technology into yourself. All right. So you don't want to do this. All right, we're going to stop there. Actually, hold on. Let's see. Let's go ahead and read verse 17. Revelation 13 and 17. And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. All those things are synonymous, but it gives you another clue. And that no man might buy or sell. All right, can you buy and sell without money? Or we'll put it to you this way, because there's a lot of people who find simple arguments to things. I mean, simple-minded arguments throw people off. For the most part, taking part in society, all right, buying clothing, shelter, transportation, can you buy without money? Okay, you can find ways around it. But that's why it says he's going to make it that no man might buy or sell. Let me get this into these other translations. It points that out. He's going to make it so that no one can buy or sell. It's going to be what the money that he puts on this micro C-hip. All right, that's what's coming next. If you're in America, this dollar bill is on its way out. All right, even America's adversaries are headed towards this same thing. This is a global thing. Let me go ahead and I'm going to go to the Bible Hub. All right, Bible Hub. This is easier this way. I can just type in what verse, chapter, and script, and it'll show all the other translations. All right, so we're going to go with Revelation 13 and 17. The NIV says, so that they could not buy or sell unless they had the mark, which is the name of the beast or the number of his name. Just like they were going to go to programmable CBDCs, which now they're talking like they're not going to. They might go straight to this mark. All right, but you are going to be the programmable money. All right, they're going to put whatever is on this chip that they don't want you to get, or that they do want you to get. You're not going to have a choice. You go to get something that they don't want you to buy, your money won't work. Okay, you try to get into a town that you want to go into, your C-hip will be cut off. Okay, it's that simple. Revelation 13 and 17 in the NLT now, and no one could buy or sell anything without that mark, which was either the name of the beast or the number representing his name. You don't act the way that they want to. Your social, what is that called? Social credit score. Let's look that up really quick. We might do a reading on that. You know what? We'll save that for the next time we do this video, Lord willing. You know what? Nah. Let's read a little bit of it now. What? All I'm doing is going to a search engine and I'm typing in what is a social credit score. AI overview. A social credit score is a rating that assesses an individual's trustworthiness or behavior. You got people acting up over likes and dislikes, acting a fool on these platforms to get likes, man. Doing just the most outlandish shit on these platforms to get likes. What do you think people are going to do to get their social credit score up? They're going to be in line. I'll tell you that. They're going to be in line with whatever the powers that be tells them, because they are going to be the ones that issue this social credit score. Again, a social credit score is a rating that assesses an individual's trustworthiness or behavior. Who decides if you're trustworthy or not? It's going to be them. All right. And man, it says what is. It says what it is. It says a social credit score is a number that reflects a person's trustworthiness and behavior. Man, you can also say it determines a person's behavior, because that's what it's going to turn into. All right, they're already practicing this with these likes and dislikes on these apps. People think because they have a following that they are something. They think just because they have a bunch of people following them that holds some type of weight. That's why people can cancel you, because you put all of this, you put all of you into other people, man. You should be worried about what the Lord thinks, not what other people think. Man, what it is, it says a social credit score is a number that reflects a person's trustworthiness and behavior. It's calculated by analyzing data from various sources, including financial records, that's going to be on that CHIP, government records, going to be on that CHIP, and online credit platforms. How it's used? All right, it says a person's social credit score can affect their access to social benefits such as loans, travel, and government jobs. It can also impact their ability to operate freely in society. Do you hear this? Hey, filter this through Revelation 13, 16, and 17. It says how it's calculated. It says a person's social credit score is based on their actions, which can be considered good or bad. Man, good actions are donating blood, donating to charity, paying taxes, purchasing Chinese products. What the fuck is that, man? Bad actions. It says driving while intoxicated, committing crimes, making negative statements about the government. These are just broad things that they're giving you. Good actions are going to be simply what they say good actions are, and so are bad actions. All right, they are going to determine what these things are. All right, they're pointing out what most of society thinks are good and bad, and you know they're pandering to you Americans, because they said, well, never mind, they're pandering to Chinese with with this by saying purchasing Chinese products is a good action. Anyway, so another category says who it applies to. It says in China, the social credit system only applies to Chinese citizens. However, it can also affect businesses that operate in China. All right, so you can imagine it being here, okay? Because it is going to be here. Who it applies, or excuse me, how it's collected. It says the system collects data from a variety of sources, including financial records on the CHIP, government records on the CHIP, online credit platforms on the CHIP. Search history is going to be on the CHIP. Shopping preferences on e-commerce sites on the CHIP. Interactions on social media. Come on, man. All of this is on the CHIP. Video surveillance systems. That might not be on your CHIP, but they'll be able to track where you went and have these surveillance systems, and it'll be on their CHIP, wherever their CHIPs are going to be, because they might not get this thing. Man. All right, so I read that today, but Lord willing, I remember tonight, and we will read, or tomorrow, we will read Social Credit Score and America. All right, we'll type that up and see what comes up. All right, but this is where this is going. end it with reading Revelation 16 and 17 again. Filter all this through these scriptures, man. Revelation 13, verses 16 and 17. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. And I said I was going to finish it off there, but let me go back to this Bible Hub. All right. To show you that he is going to make it so that you can't buy or sell unless you have this mark. You are going to be the programmable money. You're going to be their cattle. All right. Revelation 13, verse 17. English Standard Version. So that no one can buy or sell unless he has the mark, that is, the name of the beast or the number of his name. And guess what? The more you reject this thing at the beginning, they're going to probably tell you, all right, if you take this, all right, hold on. If you take this thing, all right, your credit score will be so high. Your social credit score will be so high. If you reject this now, we'll be slicing that thing in half. And you're going to have to do a lot of work to get that back up. All right? So deny it if you want to. But you're not going to be able to buy or sell unless you have this thing. And they can determine that because, again, Job 9 and 24, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. All right, let me read one more of these, and then we'll cut it short. This is the Amplified Bible. Or let's do the Berean, or I might do both. Hold on. Berean Literal Bible. And that no one should be able to buy or sell, if not the one having the mark, the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Let's go ahead and get the, I'll read this New King James Version also. And that and that no one may buy or sell, except one who has the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. All right, the Amplified Bible says, and that no one will be able to buy or sell except the one who has the mark, either the name of the beast or the number of his name. Okay, so all of these are saying the same thing, man. They're going to make it this way because they can. Okay, so hopefully you learned a little bit on how to go through this. And hopefully, all right, as an Israelite man, one who is of the hopeful remnant and elect, you will filter all things, especially yourself, through this scripture, and especially this prophecy. These times we're coming into, you will filter the world in the direction that it's headed into with all these technologies. You will filter those through Revelation 13, verses 16 and 17. All right, so Kol Halal Yahweh, Bahal Shem Yahweh Shai, Bahal Shem Rakaha Quadash. Double honors to my elders and apostles and bishops of Great Millstone, or GMS for short. This is where I have learned this truth and where I am still learning this truth. All right, and also shalom to the remnant and the elect of Israel. Lord willing, I'm of that number, and Lord willing, we'll see you in the next video. Shalom.